Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, we're back with Abubakar Malami again, the Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria, and the sly fox that lies at the underbelly, the Machiavellian hand movement that moves the corruption index and matrix and the machinations of this extremely corrupt regime that we have at the moment. So we're back with Malami again. As guys, I bring you this. Nigeria's Attorney General of Federation, Malami, secretly sponsors bill to take over EFCC. So it's a power grab, as I think I've said in a previous video before. So with the demise of Abubakar, all of the empire that Abubakar had built for himself is now up for grabs, because you have to remember, of course, that Ibrahim Magu was an Abubakar boy and an Abubakar appointee. So now all of the empire that Abubakar had built is now up for grabs, because of course it has collapsed. Take the head off and the body will follow. So the empire has collapsed. So now the choice of that empire is now being grabbed by all of the money movers and the corruption movers of this particular regime. And that of course is led, as I said previously, by the sly hands of this rather fox-like element called Abubakar Malami. So again, the headline: Nigeria's Attorney General Malami secretly sponsors bill to take over EFCC. So now let's now see what this power grab is all about. Nigeria's Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami is secretly sponsoring a bill before the National Assembly as part of moves to take over the affairs of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, document seen by reporters has shown. The bill tagged an act to repeal the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Establishment Act 2004, Act number 1 of 2004, and enact Economic and Financial Crimes Agency Act, if passed into law, will allow the office of the AGF to interfere with the anti-graft agency's investigation. The Attorney General may, after notifying the agency, intervene in the proceedings at first instance or on appeal, where, in the opinion of the Attorney General, public interest, the interest of justice, and the need to prevent abuse of legal process so demands. On receipt of the notice under subsection 2 of the section, the agency shall hand over to the Attorney General the prosecution file and all documents relating to the prosecution, and provide him with such other information as he may require on the matter within the time specified by him. The agency shall furnish returns of all cases handled by it annually, and in such manner and at such intervals as the Attorney General shall direct. Where the agency fails to comply with the provisions of this section, the Attorney General may, subject to prevailing circumstances, revoke the power to prosecute from the agency. The staff of the prosecution department of the agency shall be seconded or transferred from the Ministry of Justice or from such agencies or private institutions as may be approved by the Attorney General. Part of the bill reads: it had previously been reported how Malami had been controlling the Salami-led presidential panel investigating the EFCC to suspend Magu and staff of the commission reportedly loyal to him. It was learned that the AGF has avoided confronting Magu at the panel. It was also exposed how the AGF called a meeting of law enforcement agencies involving top officials of the EFCC, Nigerian Navy, Department of State Services, Independent Corrupt Practices, and other related offences commissioned, requesting for files of EFCC recoveries, particularly those related to vessels. According to an informed source who spoke to correspondents, the office of the AGF had previously attempted to usurp the powers of the EFCC and other law enforcement agencies with respect to the sale of forfeited assets with an illegal directive giving power of coordinating the sale and management of forfeited assets to his office. It was, however, revealed that the Navy refused to release the vessel as due process was not followed in its selling by Malami and his associates. So, I mean, this Malami guy is a real character, you know. So, he's grabbing power with the one hand and abusing power with the other hand. So just look at this move now. He's wanting to bring the EFCC under his authority, which will be a real misdirection for that agency, because the purpose of that agency is to be as independent of influence as possible, so that it can go after whoever, however mighty you are, without its ox being gored. So this is now the goring of the ox of the agency now that we're seeing, to the point that this guy wants to rewrite the legal underpinning of the EFCC and put them under his umbrella. So effectively an asset grab. So of course, if he's able to grab hold of the EFCC, then he has a potent weapon. All of these seized oil vessels, and already there's allegations that Malami has already sold oil vessels and contents that had been seized by the Navy and the EFCC, and is now scrambling now for all of these assets that the EFCC are seizing from all of these corrupt elements, because of course he wants to get first dibs, either to buy them outright from the monies that is already looting, or to get a slice of the action from the sale of this property. Because if you imagine the volume of transaction that goes through EFCC, you have to remember that Nigeria is one of the, if not the most corrupt country in the world. So if the EFCC is even operating at a 10% efficiency, imagine the recovery of 10% of some of the corrupt enrichments within the Nigerian space. So whoever gets hold of that gets hold of a vast amount of fortune, and whoever then controls that agency sits atop that vast fortune. And this is really the scramble that Malami is engaged in, and is also the power and the influence as well, because of course it's the great and the good that the EFCC are going after, and once they are caught, then this Malami then has leverage over these people to tell them that, look, I can point your case in this direction or that direction, so you come and meet me in Dubai, or woe betide you. So this is really a money move as well as a power move by this Malami. Conversations in the comment section. They're calling you a thief, and you're holding the evidence of what they are alleging that you stole in your hands. So this is the goings on now. Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, then come tell me in the comment section what you're making of this now new law that Malami is trying to slide into the Nigerian books by the back door. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.